Carrie always brings the fire. Carrie Firestone does. Let's talk about whether or not, Carrie, you feel as though this market still has opportunities, and where are you looking for those?
Yeah, so hi, Brian, and I apologize for the sound. I think we're having a mic problem. We think there's still opportunity in the market. You know, think about what happened this week. We've had a clear indication that there's inflation, that there's some slowing. We've had pre-announcements, and taxes are going higher. And the market really has been resilient through this. The market has seen liquidity shrink. It's gone into housing. It's gone into industrial spending. Consumers have spent a lot of money. There's been rolling bear markets, and the market is still going higher overall. We like to say that there are companies out there whose predictability of earnings over the next year or so we feel good about. So, for example, Facebook, Salesforce, names like Waste Connection, S&P Global, Salesforce.com, subscription models, ones that have a built-in base of customers and they can raise prices so inflation is not that much of a concern to them. Google as an example in the advertising business. So we like those names and we feel pretty good about the market. Even though the market is up 20%, we know that the easy thing to do is sell, but we're staying with it.
Okay, so if you stay with it, there's got to be this notion here that the run that we've had without any kind of a pullback whatsoever, really, markedly so for the last year, means that there could be justification maybe for dry powder on the sidelines. How exactly then do you kind of asset allocate to this particular market right now? Should you have some kind of dry powder? And if you were looking to get it, where would you raise the money?
It's always a good idea to have some dry powder. We have been selling some names through this rally. For example, Blackstone is one of our largest positions. It got so large that we cut it back by a third. We've had names like Mettler Toledo. Again, great company, great stock. It was a double, so we sold some. We think that at any time there can be a 5 to 10% correction. That's the nature of markets. It's not a guarantee they're going up always, so you have to have some on the side, and we use that to take an opportunity if stocks drop, 10% to 20%, and we've had many of those corrections this year, so always a good idea. So
if that's the case, then you're looking at the next few months of the year here. Is there a way that then investors position themselves for what's ahead in the next few months? What are the biggest things on your radar with regard to what could be that big catalyst higher for markets, or what could derail the whole thing going into 2022?
Yeah, well, I think in terms of inflation, we had better numbers for last month. If we get to another month and the September inflation numbers come down again, that would be excellent news. COVID and the Delta variant are really messing with people's idea of what's going to happen for the rest of the year and earnings outlooks. If that moderates and we have more people vaccinated and we start to see those numbers come down on cases and hospitalizations, again, very good for the market. And that could help the, quote, reopening stocks. I mean, they've reopened 3-4 times already. But it also means that technology stocks can feel better about growth over the next year or two, and you can feel more comfortable buying those again. Interest rates are staying down. They don't seem to be moving higher. The Fed has talked about tightening. Doesn't seem to be happening right now. And so we don't think that's going to be an impediment to the market going up. You can look out. Yeah, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, you mentioned the technology trade vis-a-vis interest rates. We know that the last time interest rates kind of made that market move higher, technology stocks were among the most beaten up during that time. If you look at that tech trade, they've emerged as the real leaders over the last 3 months. It's been a reversal from that reopening trade. We've just got a few moments left here. What are your favorite tech stocks?
I'd say Facebook, Google, Salesforce. Those are and smaller cap, Twilio. It's not that small, but we like that. We like that stock a lot.